Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United versus Palace match preview, which comes at a very important time for Manchester United. It is, of course, the game just before the Arsenal game, which could be, if we win this game, could be quite important. I'm not saying in terms of the title race or anything like that, but it would be quite nice to make sure we don't let Arsenal get all 3 points when they do play us and have us in the best of form possible going into that game. It also comes at a time where I'm recording this video now, where there are rumors of a Manchester United takeover finally happening. I believe official bids might be going in. There's been a lot of stories today. I'm not going to read them all. I'm not going to cover it just yet because I'll get too excited, but there are definitely some smoke, around the whole takeover story around Manchester United, mainly with Jim Ratcliffe, but there's also news coming saying that there could be American bids coming in, Middle Eastern bids, Asia bids. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully, touch wood, that is all true, because we need to sort that out as soon as possible. It is the biggest problem at this club, and the sooner we get it solved, the better. But I'm going to leave that for another day. Hopefully, soon we'll be able to make a whole video just dedicated on that. But we have to speak about the Palace game now. We are playing away, and it feels like it's been quite a while since United have been on the road, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I can't remember our last away game, and it might have been soon for all I know, but it feels like we have been playing at Old Trafford week in, week out since the return. So it's gonna be interesting on the road. Palace's form, just looking at it, it's not that great. I mean, they're sitting in 12th on the table. The last 5 games they have lost 4, only won 1. And I was telling my friends this earlier. Manchester United, in their last 5 games, are the only team to have won all previous 5 games in the league. We are the only team in the league to do that. So that's a very big positive. And like I said, we would like to win this game because when we play Arsenal next, we need to put an end to their run as well and hopefully continue ours. That would be a very ideal situation. Now, Jadon Sancho is also back for Manchester United, so that is a positive, and we'll speak about the team. I don't have a team sheet next to me today because I am very late, and I'm doing this very, very late and delayed because of also the takeover news. I was keeping an eye on that, so I didn't have much time to prepare. But good news with regards to that. Ten Hag also today was asked in his press conference about the likes of Weghorst and things like that, and he said, listen, we'll have to see, and he'll just have to wait and see. He was also talking about Martial and how important he was starting the last City game, but we do not know. I'll give my thoughts on who he should line up because I think it's pretty hard to predict the Ten Hag Manchester United lineup in these last couple of weeks, should I at least say. These last few games, it has been pretty hard to predict. But the way I predict this game to go down between us and Palace, being away, I don't think that should change anything. If we are able to beat City, I know it was at home and I know the crowd did push us over the line at the end, and it wasn't the best overall, but if we can beat the likes of City, we really should be able to play the way we want to play, the way Ten Hag wants to play, and beat Crystal Palace, a very poorly informed Palace. I think United need to dominate the ball as always now. I think the way we have to use the ball needs to be better, and I think if we can create a lot of chances, that would be pretty good. And depending on who's up front, whether it be Weghorst, whether it be Martial, it's always been a problem for the amount of chances created for our striker. So I would like to see an improvement on that against Palace. Obviously, I would like to see a clean sheet as well. And other than that, like I said, I did mention the dominate possession and all of that. So just pretty much standard stuff from a Ten Hag Man United side is what I fully expect to see tomorrow. Other than that, I think the way we line up, David De Gea in goal, no reason to change it. Right back, I'm not too sure what the situation of Dalot is, but if he's not fit, obviously Wan-Bissaka is going to play. Centre backs, I think you bring Martinez back in a game like this. It's a pretty good game, pretty decent game to bring Martinez back into the team, have him gain some match sharpness, some fitness, so it'll be good for him. Bring him back in, probably play Rafael Varane, and stick with the centre back pairing that was our main centre back pairing before the World Cup. I think Luke Shaw will continue to play at left back, even though Malacia did very well. He did do very well, but I don't think Ten Hag is going to force Luke Shaw out the team just yet for Malacia. I think there is a little bit more respect and what's the word I'm looking for? Trust. Let's just say reserve trust of Luke Shaw for now over Malacia. But we'll have to see with that. Now with the midfield, I don't know what the suspension is like, but I was reading today on Twitter. I don't know if it was Fred or Casemiro, but one of them is one card away from missing that Arsenal game, and I don't know who it was. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Casemiro. So if Casemiro gets booked this game, he might not be able to play the Arsenal game. Now, do we risk him in a game like this? I don't know. Ten Hag might, so we'll have to see. But if that is the situation and he could get booked and miss the Arsenal game, we probably keep him on the bench just for this game so he could play against Arsenal. In my head, that would make sense. So maybe he does play Fred there. We will play Eriksen. You will play Bruno Fernandes. I think that'll be your standard midfield three with the one change there. Sancho back in training makes things a very interesting place because who knows what Sancho went and done in his time away from Manchester United. What training has he been up to? How fit is he? Did the plan that Erik ten Hag wanted to give him away work? What was the whole situation about? There's not really much news on it all. All we know is Sancho's back in England. He's training with United. Today was the first day, I believe. So I don't know if he'll necessarily start. I fully expect him to be on the bench though at the bare minimum. But for now, I think we just stick on Antony for there. Martial, it depends on what the situation was when he took him off. Was it because of injury? Was it because of just fitness or what it was? So that might depend. I think Martial is fit and ready to go. He will play. If he's not, we'll probably see a start for Weghorst. So we'll have to see with regards to that. And on the left-hand side, obviously, will be in for Marcus Rashford. Don't think there's any chance he was going to get dropped or rotated or rested, whatever you want to call it, this week. And I think that'll pretty much be the team. In terms of my score prediction, it's easy to say United should win this game and are going to win this game. And we'll continue our run of form going into the Arsenal game as best prepared as possible. But according to the analytics online, obviously there's a 21% chance of a Palace win, 25% chance of a draw, and a 54% chance of a United win. I think that's probably fair to Palace. It's just a 50% chance of United winning, 50% chance United drop some points. I think that's quite fair. What I think will go down, I think he will play pretty much of a strong team, and it should be strong enough to win this game, and we'll go into Arsenal ready to go again. So I'm going to give United the benefit of the doubt once again. I'm going to say, let's say Rashford gets a goal. Who else could get a goal for United? Maybe a Sancho off the bench, that would be sick. So let's say 2 goals to United. Will Palace score with Martinez and Varane? Hopefully not. I want a clean sheet. So let's just go with the 2-0 Manchester United win, and let's move on to the Arsenal game in full form. That's what I predict. But anyways, let me know what you guys predict, who you expect to start, and all of the good things. Other than that, I shall see you all tomorrow once again, and touch wood for Manchester United financial takeover. That would be great. That would be great for United fans all around the world. But other than that, as always, do smash a like on the video. Do subscribe if you are new. And like I said, I shall see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye.